Okay, so we're going to cover day 7 and 8. And just a friendly reminder, the night before I had affogato right before bed. So that's ice cream with 2 shots of espresso. And it took a while for my glucose to start to settle even after I had gone to bed, as you could see here. Uh, it didn't really start to settle. Actually, it didn't at all until almost about morning time. I think this dip here is an anomaly because I felt some pain in my arm because I was laying on the sensor itself. So I think that's why it dipped here. And as you could see, even in the morning, I still hadn't gotten over that ice cream late at night. So really bad idea to snack on sugar before bedtime. So obviously, I felt very guilty. And on Sunday morning, I spent an hour doing zone 2 cycling, which helped really bring the glucose level down. I did my physical therapy exercises, lots of body weight exercises with some dumbbells. Glucose level came up a little bit, but it dipped down immediately. And for lunch, I had natto, which is a fermented soybean, supposed to be really good for your health. It's a dish that the Japanese eat in the morning for breakfast. I added some wasabi on mine. And natto is actually very, very high in vitamin K2, which is great to complement with your vitamin D so that it helps direct the calcium towards your bone. So as I've heard, and so I mixed it in with my scrambled eggs. I had my roasted tomatoes because I had a giant box that I need to finish from Costco. 2 avocados. That was a very, very full breakfast or lunch, I mean. And so after lunch, I ended up going for a walk, which, as you could see, brought my levels down immediately. And for the most part, for the rest of the night or the day, I was kind of at my baseline of around 100 or a little bit lower. And on my way walking, you never know what you find. My neighbor was giving away a brand new scooter, so I picked that up. My kids didn't want to join me for the walk, and they missed out big time. And for dinner, this is what I had for dinner. I had chicken and roasted sweet potatoes. Um, it spiked a little bit because of the sweet potatoes. I went for a walk and it started to come back down. But then I had a false alarm for the very first time with my Libre 3 Plus. This was because I was laying on my couch and one of the couch pillows, throw pillows, was pressing against the sensor, and my phone started beeping at a super high pitch because it thought my glucose level had dropped big time and that I was about to pass out, which I was not. So once I repositioned myself, my glucose level came back up. Uh, Sunday night, watching TV, everyone else is in bed. You get some cravings. I certainly did. So I had a little bit of a snack of some cuttlefish that I picked up in Taiwan, and I think those were a little sweetened. So again, my glucose went back up, and again, it took a while for it to come down in day 8. Um, it didn't really come down until the morning time again. And this morning I went for a bike ride, zone 2, for about 45 minutes. You could see it kind of climbed up a little bit there, but I was mostly back to normal for the day. I had lunch, very small bump, went for a walk, dipped down, and pretty solid for the day. For lunch, I had just yogurt. I had a little bit of granola and chia seeds and some coconut flakes. finishing off the rest of my Greek yogurt there. I had a latte that I made for myself. And in the afternoon, evening, I went for a pretty intense workout, doing martial arts with my son. That's for a whole hour. There's a little bit of a spike there. I wouldn't even call that a spike. But dinner now, what did I eat for dinner that caused it to spike that high? And then what's amazing, as I've been mentioning, how incredible the power of walking is to bring down your glucose so dramatically. So I had a lot of the sweet potatoes from the night before that I had roasted, and just trying to clean out the fridge. No one else seemed to want any, so I ended up eating all of it by myself. Had 2 pieces of chicken thighs, some leftover roasted tomatoes, the rest of the carrots, and that was the reason for the huge spike here. I couldn't believe. I think this is the highest it's ever been, but I'm just amazed that a quick 20-minute walk could bring down my glucose level that significantly. Of course, it spikes back up because now I'm back home and my body continues to digest all the food there and it's creeping back up. But the great thing is that it's coming back down rather quickly, which is really important. So those were the last 2 days. Looking forward to sharing more, but yeah, it's kind of crazy that the device had false alarms this time, and definitely unexpected. So anyway, thank you. Bye bye.